everyone, and welcome to another Bible Art Journaling Activity and Devotional. I'm your host, Adrian Rowe-Saulsbury. Glad to be with you this morning. This is going to be like a continuation of yesterday's video. I started a project and I didn't get a chance to finish it, so we'll do that. Okay, we'll do that this morning. It's a nice rainy morning here in the Ville, and I like the rain. And happy Sabbath to everyone. Uh, I'm up kind of early this morning. Well, it's really not all that early, but uh, early for a Saturday morning. and I thought I'd come down and finish some work. It was kind of wearing on and get started again. And hopefully, what will happen is that hopefully the rain won't mess us up and won't mess up our signal and we'll be okay. All right. Stick with me. Hey, um, grab your Bibles, grab your journals, your notebooks, pens and paper, pencils, crayons, markers, even paint. All right, and do this activity with me. I call it creative worship. It's a great way for us to get into scripture and then do something that he did, and that is to create. All right, and it's not about perfection. It's just about spending time with God, kind of meditating on His Word. And I I highly recommend it. It is a great way for us to connect to God and calm your spirits and put some things in check. Okay. And so I hope that you all will join me for this segment this morning. All right, let's pray and then we'll get started. Father in heaven, I just want to thank you so very much for this opportunity that we have. Another day you've given to us, another chance, grace and mercy. And I thank you for all of that. I thank you for those who will get on and be with them in whatever is going on in their lives. And as we open up your word and meditate on it and consider it, help us to apply it to our lives and to realize that you are a good God to us. Be with us in this segment, I pray, and I thank you for what you're going to do. We love you. In Christ's name, amen. All right, so in yesterday's video, we were in Romans, the 8th chapter, and then we're looking at two verses actually. The first one is Romans 8:18, and you're familiar with this text. Our theme, I think, uh, maybe for just this weekend, maybe, I don't know, we'll see how far it goes. But the word that comes to mind is freedom. Yesterday was my very last day with the kiddos for school. Our school year has ended, and there is this particular routine, free, not are free of doing work, free of having to get up at a certain time and get to school on time, free of individuals, free of some paperwork, although I've got some paperwork to complete. After the kids are gone, we, the teachers and the principals, we still have things that we have to accomplish. So anyway, not free of that just yet, but uh, freedom. Yeah, that's the word that comes to mind. And anyway, we'll see how that goes. But the scripture that I was thinking about as I reflect over the school year, and I mean, there's been some ups and downs and some very uh, unfortunate events of things that have happened, and I'm still looking for what God is going to do to change those things around or fix them. I'm looking at the puzzle piece and trying to figure out where it fits. And this is just a thing of encouragement for not just myself, but for anyone who may be finding themselves in some very difficult situations, and you're trying to, you know, navigate, and then wondering, well, Lord, how are you going to work this out? But I wanted to share these two verses that have come to mind, and then we're going to work on our project and finish it, okay? All right, so Romans 8:18, for I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us. Mm. And then I wanted to just skip on over to 18. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. Okay? All things work together. And so that's what I'm journaling this morning. All right. I just wanted to encourage somebody with those two verses. All right. This is the second day for it. All right. This ended up being sort of a 2 day project. Really more than that, because I started this a while back and never finished it. So I painted the background with this green and yellow and some blues, okay? And then I did some stamping um, with black. I had this little, it's from some washi tape, and I used it to do some stamping of some circles. Circles is like one of my favorite like geometric shapes to paint for whatever reason. Just like them. And then I did some splattering of some black. I did this I did this a long time ago. And then tried to figure out, well, what will be my focal piece? What will I say on this? And the thought came to mind about these gears and cogs, okay? And last night, as I picked this particular project back up, I was thinking, oh, these are the colors, but I don't like them. And with paint, you can always paint over things. So, I'm not worried about that. But the other thing I was thinking, do I have enough? Is it enough here? It might be, because I still need to put some words on here. But I need to paint these a different color, and I don't like them. So I'm going to take some time to do that. And maybe we'll have this project finished up. I'm going to put this to the side, and let me clean up my area. I always end up having like some of that gelato um, that gets on here, and then it's on the end of the back of my projects. It's probably on the back of the book there. So let me try to clean that up too. Let's see. And it's got to be a little piece somewhere I was picking up. It's okay. But I've had this journal for a long time, and I'm trying to go ahead and finish it up so I can start a new one. I have purchased another, and I'm anxious to get started with it. But I've got some. I have a few more things that I want to do. I need some verbiage on this. This is not on video. This was done off camera. Um, but I've got some pages that I want to do something with, and then call it quits. Okay. Um, yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna grab my little stick that I was working on. I try to keep my area clean. I try. And I'm thinking red, this metallic red is really the color that needs to come on here. I think maybe I'll use the smaller one just to see. Now, I wasn't going to use acrylic because I like the little designs that are on my gears and cogs. All right. I was thinking about doing a, what is it? A sprocket. It's when you have the two gears sort of together, and then you have a chain that goes around it or something. That makes it a sprocket. And I don't know the difference between gear and cog. I don't. I just know that all three of those things have something to do with this. All right. All right. I am I'm just gonna let me just go ahead and put some on here, and we'll go ahead and paint these. And what I'll do is I'll just take like my Posca pen or my some kind of marker and make those. I'm going to do a thin coat, but I'll make those designs on there. It'll be okay. I'm thinking that this color is going to be better. So I think so. I have another, this is kind of like a chocolate brown. That might work too. Because I didn't think I wanted everything to be the same color. And then I have this bronze, which I think might work too. But let's go ahead and, I mean, I got probably way too much. I'm going to do, uh, I don't want everything to be the same color and the same size. So, and I'm guessing I could add a few more. I do have a few more gears that I could use or cut out. You know, I printed a few pages of these. So, and I've said it before, but yeah, if you have issues with doing some drawing and things like that, just go ahead and print these things out. You know, get online, find you a nice coloring page. I like this paint. It has a little uh, shimmer and shine to it. So if you're just joining and wondering what we're doing today, I'm finishing up. This is really like part to this particular project because I've done this kind of in stages. Probably could have used a bigger brush for this, but it's okay. Um, yeah, we are in Romans today for our third part of this project. Like I said, some time ago, I started the background for this, and then sometimes it does not always come. You might have the idea of the background, but you might not know what the focal point will be. Doesn't always come. So I will. I've got several in here that I have done in terms of background, and I'm just kind of waiting for the focal point to present itself or the scripture. You know. Um, so it's okay if it takes some time, and we don't sit down and just am automatically. Automatically something comes. All right, I've got this extra paint. Hopefully I can open this and get some of that back in here. I don't like wasting paint. It's inexpensive, but it's still, I don't have to waste it. I'm gonna just try to pick it up and get it back in the bottle. I know. Oh, yeah, so, just, hey, real talk, trying to figure out all of the various events that, have happened just in this year. Um, you know, I'm mentioning, workplace issues, um, and then my health issues, uh, probably related to the work issues. It's, hey, I'm just being real. All I know how to do is to be honest, y'all. I don't know what. Just being honest. Yeah, so health issues. I mentioned my eyes have having difficulty with it. I've said I'm going to paint and read and do school until either the Lord heals it or He doesn't. And I'm just going to keep going until, all right. Um, then my dad passing, um, you know. So you say, Lord, how does all this work together? How is this working? Looks kind of messy, doesn't it? Yeah, but it's gonna look nice once it gets on there. I think I like that color too. See, yeah, I think that's gonna look nice next to that. Okay, let's do. I guess we can do this big one with that same color. This is kind of a bronze color, and it's metallic as well. And I'm trying to be fast. Hate to do another video, just kind of you know, finishing up. We'll see how it goes. But I enjoy this. This is therapy for me. It's a great way to kind of just sit and calm and loving right now. I've got the rain in the background. Just a nice calming kind of opportunity. Okay. Might as well go ahead and use the rest of that. Now I was saying on the program on yesterday how I kind of wanted them to look a little worn. I'm going to use my markers, I think, and some pen work to make them look not so brand new. That one looks really rugged, so that's good. All right. I think these they're drying pretty good. My room is warm, so it should not take too long. I will kind of go over them with my heating tool. All right, I'm going to use this brown. I think this brown will be nice as well. And I don't know, I might still add a few more. We'll see. Uh, we'll see. Because I might need some white, but I think my lettering on the white strips will help with that. We'll see. All right. Don't always have these things worked out. Okay. It doesn't always work. You know, just need a little bit there. Don't always have it all worked out. I'm going to try to do a thin coat on this as well. And again, I'll use like a Posca pen or my markers or something to help with the details that we don't see anymore in on our image. Okay. And again, love our verses today. It's two today, uh, as well as yesterday. Romans 8:18. And the version that I used today, I got a chance to kind of go through some boxes of some things and found my study Bible or student study Bible, something like that it's called. And just trying to cover it all over. We can always cut off some of that access, you know. I I call myself doing the whole fuzzy cutting. That's what they call it. Just a cute way of saying that you're just really kind of you're trying to go to, you know, you're kind of looking at your details and cutting those out. And so this would definitely be considered fuzzy cutting. I cut everything out. Okay. And it can be a little tedious, you know, especially if you're like me and at times you get really impatient because you might have a slight vision of something and you're like, okay, I gotta hurry up and get it down before it leaves me. Yeah, so uh, But hey, this whole process, it should be a fun activity. It should, um, you shouldn't be like stressed out about it, okay? If you're stressed, maybe you should like put it down and wait, or hey, maybe even just go ahead and push through, right? Yeah, I have found myself doing that, kind of pushing my way through it, even though it was difficult. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like these together a little better. I probably should have had something silver. It's not too late. I still have more, and I can add I can add some more of these gears and do like a gray. We'll see. We'll see if we need. We'll see if we need it. Anyway, I was in Romans 8 is what our verse is. Romans 8:18 and 28. Um, just a great promise reminding us that, hey, the things that we endure and suffer and all of that, that one, not going to be compared to the glory that's going to be revealed. That's 18. And then the great promise that says that all things work together. And I know at times I'll leave that right there. I know at times it just does not seem like it. It just does not seem like it. And you're looking like a deer with the headlights in your eyes and you're saying, what? What? I get it. I get it. And want you to know and be encouraged. God sees you and He hears you, and He will. He's a promise keeper. So, all right. So just hold on. Just hold on. All right. I'm going to let me get my little tool here so I can hold these things down as well as I'll let these sit for just a moment. I'll do these first. These are just about dry. So, all right, give me a few moments. I'm gonna go ahead and run my heating tool over them real good, and then we'll try to place them on our journal. Okay, all right. Won't blow away. All right, we got two more. All right, this one gonna dry. Not take too long. Okay. This one has gotten a little stuck. Okay, there we go. And move this over here. Okay, last one. All right, done with that. We'll let that kind of cool down. That probably should use something different instead of that metal. It's a metal knife I was using to hold my stuff down, and it gets really, really hot with that heating tool. Okay, so here are my gears and cogs. We're going to kind of arrange these. I do think I need to have a lighter color, which I will probably add. Okay, I don't want that color next to it. Yeah. Um, put that there. I didn't necessarily want them to have the colors right next to each other. I was trying to like see this one with that. I don't necessarily want to do that. Yeah, I might need to go ahead and get some more done. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay, while I think about that and how that's arranged, hopefully you all can kind of see that pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and do the stamping of the letters, okay? And I think what I might, to kind of bring those out, I will take my markers and go over this. It's going to help to make that come alive. All right, let's put that to the side. I won't glue it down just yet because I think I need some white. Let me see if I let's see. I'm just gonna try to prove that I need some white on here or gray, you know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need white. So we'll see. All right. All right, in the meantime, I got this, just some scrap paper here that I'm going to use. And, and I'm thinking that the white, on here might be enough, to satisfy my eye on this. All right, I'm going to use, some alphabet stamping here. I had some other ones, but I thought that it would be too busy. So, and you could handwrite it, but I'm thinking I don't want to put it on a piece of paper and then stick it on. So I'm just going to say all things work together. All right. So I'm going to use my little acrylic block to line my letters. I mentioned in the other video how I got on Temu and purchased a bunch of, I purchased quite a bit of stuff. It was really inexpensive, and I was really happy about it. And because I've been doing a lot more um, kind of mixed media journal work, not just in my Bible. Um, I purchased stamps and some, what do you call it, stencils and things like that to help create. All right, I'm going to, okay, let me take this off. Oh, all right. Yeah. And so that always maintain a good impression on your stamps and things. Try to clean your stuff off. And I have an alcohol wipe here. A baby wipe probably would be fine too. Okay. Okay, so all things was, here's T. I probably should try to get a bigger block. And so this, the acrylic block here has, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but acrylic block here has a grid on it so that you are able to line up your letters and whatever it is you're doing to line them up nicely. Now, I'm not necessarily going for perfection here, but things you want to spell it right. Gee. And what I'm planning to do is just to cut these out, leave the white background. I have it spelled right. Okay, some of them a little crooked, but it's okay. I think I like it. Okay, we'll go with it. Won't be too fussy about it. Okay, it's a messy page, so it's okay. And it's okay. Uh-oh, that image did not come out good. Let's do it. And this is the beauty of this acrylic block thing is that hopefully, hopefully you can line it up again, and let's see if it works. It's okay. I got more paper. I can stamp it again, but yeah, not bad. That's close. I'm gonna do it again. All right. But I want to make sure I have enough ink on here. Okay. Okay, that looks like it's inked up pretty good. All things. A good impression. You can use, yeah, that turned out way better. I could have used a marker to, really fix it if but it's okay. This is just regular old white paper, so, I got plenty of it. All right. Okay. Put these back. You could have just, written this in your own hand, and I always, I kind of promote that, but sometimes having stamps just, it makes it nicer. So let's just take a peek and see if this white will do it for me. I'm probably going to ink up the edges so that it is not so bright white. Let's see how. White might do it for me. We'll see. Might. Be careful with this because this is torn down here at the bottom. I'm going to glue it all down though, and so it's okay. Things. All right. And I think I'm just going to say work together. All things work together. So let's get my W. Okay. I'm going to move it over just a bit. I think that's good. All right. Let's put that on here. Try to get a good impression. I think that white will work, and then I can always put white on the gears to make it. Oh, you all can't see that, can you? Oh, look at my K didn't work. All right, let's clean these, and I'll do K by itself. All right, It's okay. We'll get you together. I'm gonna actually put you on a smaller one and line it back up. Mhm. That's why I like these acrylic ones because you can see what you're doing. Yeah, that works. That works. All right. All things work. And then to get her together. All right. All right, it's coming, it's coming. Things. Mm, we'll see. Okay. All right, our last word, our big word, and we got a big piece of paper here for that. Yeah, keep your scraps. I know it's very tempting to throw some things away, but you know, just get you a Ziploc baggie and all right, let's see. T, and you know you have to work backwards for this thing. Spell them backwards. T-O. I would teach my second graders this word, and I would break it down to and then get, because those are all, you know, one syllable words, 2 or 3 letters, to and get. Okay, I can't put my T down because I have it here. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, well, first thing I need to make sure that the things stick like they're supposed to. I could do just so I can put down my H. Hmm. And then H, E, and R. Okay, I'm going to stamp it like this. Yeah, so I'd have my little second graders to, because you know the word to, T-O, and you know the word get, and her. And they would be able to spell that very nice long word, and they were very happy with themselves. All right, put it here. My H did not come out great, but that's all right. We know how to fix it, don't we? It's okay. I'm going to clean these off. put these back. I need to keep my H. I need to keep the E and the T. All right, so the rest of these can go back. Okay. Just move this out of the way. I know I still have stuff to put in it. All right, I know I got quiet. I was concentrating. It happens. All right, I'm gonna put my E down here and ink it up. Stick that on here. Okay. Put that up. Okay. And then let's go ahead and do the T, and then we'll fix our H. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking as I'm looking at the project. I know it's out of camera for you all. I apologize. Uh, but I think the white will work. I think it will work. All right, let's do this H. Stick this one on here. All right. We'll ink that up and try our best to line it up with these others. Here we go. I think that's going to be okay. All right. Put this down. Okay, we're done with that particular process. It's coming along. It's coming. It's coming. Put some of these things back. I try to do it so I don't have such a mess, with things like everywhere. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out a little bit. And okay. All right. Okay, let's see what we got going. I don't know if I should do like all things and then work together, or because I have the things, maybe I can put work like right here. I don't know, maybe, or on top, and then here. Yeah, because see, remember I was saying I didn't really want all of these to be right next to each other. Do that and this. I think I like it. And I will brighten this up using one of my, I'll use a gel pen to brighten some of these and then to maybe black to make those things come out. All right, let's go ahead and put it down before I change my mind on that. And I'm just going to use a regular brush. I'm going to use my gloss medium from Liquitex to put all this down. It's a great glue, but it's also great for covering. Oh, come on. Kind of securing things. What is the word I want? Losing my words, people. Not necessarily a varnish, but yeah, I can't think right now. All right, sorry. It'll come to me eventually. Do I want to move? I think I want to move it over just a bit. Just a bit. They don't all have to be touching, but yes, they kind of do if it's going to work, right? they have to touch just a little bit. Something to that effect. All right, let's do it. All right. Which one I want to start off with? Maybe this big one. Let's start off with this big one. What this will do is allow me to paint on top of this. It kind of, and it's not, the paint is not going to go anywhere. Once it's down though. So, be sure you like what you're doing. Or it'll forever be one of those projects like, oh, I so wish I had done, that kind of thing. Because I didn't really want it to be off the page. If I wanted to, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay. Now on this side, let's see. I've got to get that to connect to this. Okay. Okay. mess them up too much, right? Wait, where did I go? This one goes here. Mhm. Didn't want those other ones to touch. Oops. Ah, oh, there we go. Again, I'm just using some gloss medium to put these down, and I think I do like the idea of that word underneath that gear just a little bit, just to kind of connect some things. Oh, I do have another there. Good. Okay. One is sticky right here. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Hey, sometimes things is there. It's a process, that we cannot rush. Things that we cannot rush. And I'm going to stick you. I'm going to stick you there, there. Where am I going to put you? Mhm. I'm going to stick you in here. Do I like that better, or do I like this over here better? I don't know yet. Let's get this word now. No, it'll come to me in a minute. So by putting this on here, I've kind of created this non-porous kind of, do I want that there? Or do I like it over here? I think I like it over here. This kind of funny flow. I guess I could get another one and stick over there if I really wanted to, right? Because I was saying I might add some more. No, I think over here is going to be better. All right, let's just put a little bit of this down and be happy. Let's just be happy. I think that's going to be okay. I like it. Okay, so now that everything is stuck down and what do I have going on over here? I think I got a piece of paper, white paper, just stuck. All right. Okay, let's stick this in some water. I need to dry it real good before I put any pen work on here, all right? And we're at the final stretch. Believe it or not, it's kind of a 3-day process. Some of it not on camera. A lot of it not on camera. All right, if you're just joining, let's just do a recap real quick while I'm trying to clean up a little bit. I started with a background of just some acrylic paint of some green and white and a little bit of blue, and we let that dry. I took some stenciling and made these stencils here with the numbers around, and took um, a circle, what do you call it? It's just from some washi tape, nice and sturdy. So, if you use some, save this so that you can use this as a stencil and stamp So that's what I did with these circles and some gold metallic paint. We cut out some gears and cogs, okay, and painted them in some metallic, really inexpensive. This is folk art paint. You can get at any craft store, whatever. So use that to make my to paint my gears, and then just did some stamping on some regular white copy paper, and made our words, all things work together. All right. I'm liking it so far, and just have a few more little touch-ups that I'd like to do. I need to dry it first, so give me a few moments. I'm gonna turn on my heating tool. I know it kind of gets a little loud, and please forgive. All right, give me a few moments. It's still a little sticky, so I really want to take some time to dry it real good, because I don't want to put my markers in it and ruin my marker. I have done that several times. Trust me on that. Dry well, okay. It still feels a little sticky, but it might just be because it's still warm from the heat, you know. All right, so okay, some little touch-ups, and then I think we're done. All right. Um, as you can tell, if you just showed up, um, I am my theme here, all things work together, out of Romans 8. That's 8:28. We did two verses, the 8:18. Those are just great promises in that particular chapter of Romans. For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us. Gives us something to look forward to. All of the, whatever it is that you're going through, know that God has something on the other end. It's all going to work together for our good. And that's what 28 reminds us. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. Okay? Great promises. All right. So I kind of want to use this gel pen to maybe highlight a few of, let's see, is this even working? Can I even see that? Come on. Yeah, it's still kind of, it's working, but it's still a little wet. I think I want to wait, I think. Or what I could do is use my Posca pen. It's a little fatter, and I was really thinking that I wanted some thinner lines, but I'll try to use the very tip. Okay, like on this one. Yeah, I don't know. And of course, not very, I wasn't right like on the line, being fast. That might work better. It might work better. Uh, but I don't like how fat it is. I think I like the thinner line. I think I like the thinner line on this. And, you know, again, this is, it's kind of a rough, you know, kind of rough page, right? It's got all kind of stuff going on in them. Let's see, is that light? I'm not sure which way is better, but hmm, I think I think that it helps. The white kind of helps. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Mm. Okay. Well, while I still kind of mess around with that, what I'd like to do, I was trying to decide if I wanted to do green around here. Um, and I'll show you. Uh, I don't want it. I want the white, but I want my edges to be kind of colored. And let's see what we will do with that. I like the green, and I think and this is kind of a little different green. But what I can do because it's um, kind of porous, non-porous, I can kind of kind of smear that a little bit, kind of blend that in so it kind of looks like it's a part of my background a little bit. Okay. You can do it just, for a few moments because it'll dry permanently. Apparently, I didn't get that much over here of that gloss on here. Okay, do I like that green? I think I do, but I'm okay with doing another color. Um, I'm just using my finger to kind of knock that off a little bit. Yeah, and then, it's just nice. I think that all probably should be a nice kind of golden color. So I think I will do that. All right. And we'll do a little bit of blue. Let's do a little turquoise. Kind of, well, it's not turquoise, but it's a light, light blue, kind of matching what we got in our background. Apparently, I didn't get a lot of. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't have a lot of the um, mixed media on there. Let's see. Wonder if it will come up with mine. I've never tried this before, but let's see if I can use my alcohol wipe to get some of that off. Little surgery. Let's see. I've never done it before. Let's see. Might make a mess. Yeah. Okay. Let's dry that real quick because I think the blue part is off completely. Yeah. All right. How am I going to fix that? Well, let's see. The alcohol wipe didn't work. I definitely don't like that. It's always going to be one of those things that, you know what, let's just take a black marker and just go over it. It's all right. Um, yeah. In every project, there's always going to be something that you don't necessarily like, you know. All right. Okay. And I like these Posca pens. They're so fat. And yeah, they're very fat like. But we kind of need to go over these lines though, so that they stand out a little bit more. The acrylic paint, really covers some of the detail, and I want that detail back. So I'll probably will take some time and of course go over all of these in either this black or white, and that's going to really make these things kind of stand out a little bit. I like that. It's going to be better. So I'll probably do that with a lot of them. Use my white to, to highlight or whatever. But I think I like this page. Might go around here with, I don't know, maybe a green. I'm not certain. Just to do some shadowing. Uh, and then we'll call it done. Okay. All right, just giving you a heads up. It might look slightly different when you see it again. Okay, and that's not a bad thing. Everything is a process and takes time, and it's not always, you know, right away. You have to be patient. Okay, you have to be patient. All right, but I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I want to thank you so very much for being with me. And yeah, all things work together. Remember those two verses we looked at in Romans, Romans 8:18, and Romans 8:28. All right. Whatever it is that you might be going through, whether it's your health, whether it's a job, whether it's with family, whether, you know, there's always some kind of adjutant, right? But our sufferings, the things that we suffer, God's going to work those things out for us, and it's going to be greater. You're not even going to be able to compare it to all of the things that you've gone through, because the glory that God is going to reveal is going to blow our minds. I know it. Okay. God bless you. Thank you so very much for being with me, and may your journeys be sweet. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.